Welcome everybody back to Archbishop Curley, where we have a good one for you today between Loyola Blakefield and the Archbishop Curley Friars. With me is Nick Polinsky calling the game. How are you doing today, Nick?
I'm doing good. I had to wake up early. It's pretty cold out here, but just got here.
It's good to have
And
football back.
yeah, it's definitely good to have football back. And I'm excited for me and for you today. First time for both of us. And I think we should have a good one in store today.
Yep, Loyola in their white jerseys, blue pants, and bright yellow helmets. Archbishop Curley in their black jerseys, white pants, and black helmets.
Yep, we're only down to about 2 minutes until game time. Both teams circled up.
Rest.
Getting prepared, getting their pep talk. And we'll have football underway in about 2 minutes for Archbishop Curley. I'm excited.
Yes, it is.
We'd like to congratulate the 2020 Curley Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. We have Kyle Hartzell, 03 graduate for lacrosse and soccer. We have Brian Hubbard, class of 98 for basketball. Ed Jackson, class of 84 for lacrosse and cross country. Bob Jones, class of 78 for baseball and basketball. Kenny Miller, class of 85 for wrestling. And the former head football coach, Sean Murphy.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, these 6 will be officially inducted at homecoming of 2021.
Yep. Loyola has broken the huddle, moving over towards the sideline. Rest moving out toward midfield.
Curley still in their end zone.
Yep.
The captains for Loyola talking with multiple refs about rules and regulations to the game.
As Loyola moves over onto their sideline. They're on the far side sideline. Coin flip will be coming momentarily. As Curley breaks it down and center. And we have football, ladies and gentlemen. Curley breaks the huddle, heads towards the sideline, and football is on the way. Both teams continue to warm up on their respective sidelines. Yep.
So, Nick, what do you think this football season will hold in store for Curley?
I'm not sure. I've not too familiar with the Curley football team, but I definitely know they can definitely be competitive. I've seen what they've done in the past, and I've been to a few homecoming games, I believe, and I'm not sure what it was, but for special events, and I know they like to run a lot of sort of plays like directed toward the line, and I'm definitely hoping that we can see some exciting ball movement and plays for Curley.
I know for Loyola, they're good almost every year, playing in different special games like the Turkey Bowl and games such as that. And it will be an interesting game today.
Yep, rest gather at midfield, calling both captains.
Curley team captains heading out.
Yep.
They're called back.
All 6 refs gathered at the
Shield in the
Archbishop
center of the
Curley
field.
shield in the center. Yes, that is correct. Both sets of team captains standing right along the 50-yard line. And we are very close to football today at Archbishop Curley.
As we look out in the stands, we see a mix of parents from Loyola and parents from Archbishop Curley.
Yep.
The new rules because of COVID is you can have 2 family members for each player.
Next football game is next.
The varsity soccer team plays
varsity
John
soccer
Carroll
team. Excuse me.
on Wednesday, November 4th. And the JV football team will play John Carroll at Curley at 2:30 p.m. on Thursday. The next varsity football game will be at John Carroll at 6 p.m. on Friday, November 6th.
All of us continue to discuss at the Shield. Most likely rules and regulations for this game, protocols that have to be followed as they split. What we have here is socially distanced coin toss. 2 refs
I believe
move
that
towards-
might be what's happening.
2 refs towards the Loyola sideline, 2 refs towards the Curley sideline.
1 ref in the middle of the field.
Yep.
Refs talking to head coaches of both teams.
Yep. It's really tough having all these special protocols and rules to follow.
It is going to be a much different scenario than any year past, but it's much better than nothing.
Yep.
Oh, and now the captains for both teams come out to the field. Number 5 and number 7 for Loyola.
You'd usually be seeing also a nice, excited student section, but you know.
That will not be happening today. Curley student section so passionate about all sports, and normal soon, hopefully by the end of this year. But for now, we got football with regulations.
Coin toss is partaking at midfield, directly centered in the Curley shield. 2 players out for Loyola, 4 out for Curley as the captains for the game. I don't know what to expect too much, but I'm ready for it. I don't know about you, but I am.
I'm excited for the first football game, first high school football game.
Yep.
For us as freshmen this year.
Mhm.
And we'll see what can happen.
Yep. I think it's pretty cool, both freshmen coming into here. First varsity football game, and we're already on this.
Yeah.
Good that we're getting into this. Seems as Loyola may have won the toss, as the referee first directed attention toward the Loyola captains. I believe Loyola chose to defer, he signaled. Both sidelines getting into it, getting ready for this game.
Curley and Loyola captains exchanging elbow bumps.
Yep, that's another new thing with this.
You cannot handshake. That is not safe.
Yep.
Curley is getting hyped up, same as Loyola in their compact huddle.
Curley once again breaking it down in the huddle. As the Loyola kicking team comes out on the field, I believe they did defer to Curley, and out comes the Curley receiving unit. I'm excited for this.
Yes, Curley ready to receive the ball.
Kicker lines up with
Curley is wearing their black jerseys, but with no numbers.
the Loyola kicking team lines up to kick from the 40. There's the beginning whistle, and off we go here. Ball field at about the 2, and
Looks like a touchback.
yep, I believe. Alright,
Ball replaced at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for Curley from their own 20. And the game has begun. There's the starting whistle. QB lines up in the shotgun, 1 running back. Seems like 2 wide receivers out, and 2 tight ends. RPO swings out to the left and tackled for a gain of about 3 or 4. 2nd and about 6 upcoming for Curley. Very quick, compact play. Little run pass option. Just starts off to the left. Little bubble pass. As they come back in the huddle, and yes, it does look like a 2nd and 6. Run up the middle. Pushes the pile forward, and that'll set up about a 3rd and 1, it looks like, as he didn't get much penetration through the line, but the line definitely got some force behind him and helped push him up to around the 29-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 1 from their own 29.
That was a nice sequence of plays from Curley as they ran the same play. The first time passing it, the second time handing it off to a running back.
Run up the middle.
Same play again.
And he got it. Gain of about 3 or 4. Maybe
That's
2 or
going
3.
to be a first down.
Yep, first down Curley. Simple plays like that. Just move down the field like that. And it seems like that could be very successful this game. Ball placed at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 from their own 32. Looks like the same formation they're coming in out of. Play action. Pass over the middle. Complete. Gain of about 13 down on the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Curley. They're definitely moving the ball pretty well right now, AJ.
Moving those chains down the field very quickly.
Yep, they're moving with pace. They've come out of the same personnel and formation, but they've run 3 different play designs. 1 in RPO, 1 play action, and 2 just inside zone plays up the middle. Seems to be the same personnel, same formation. Play action again, quick pass. Once again, complete. Down to Loyola's 44. Another gain of around 11 yards down to the 44-yard line of Loyola.
Running that formation is so tough with Loyola, as you can't put too many defensive backs on the field or they're going to run the ball. And if you put too many people up front, they can find those easy passing lanes.
Curley's moving with tempo right now. Breaking the huddle quickly. Run up the middle. And he breaks away through the line, but tackled shortly after down on the 40. We have a gain of about 4 or 5 on that play. Bring up a 2nd and medium. I believe 2nd and 6. Gain of 4 up the middle. Two out to the left, running back in the backfield. Seems 2 tight ends. Another run out the middle.
Gets to the outside.
And I believe he got the first down on that. Gain of about
He did, first
6,
down.
yep, up the middle. Gets it by inches. Just that simple run up the middle.
Works again.
Yep, it's consistently working for them. And they're moving the ball down the field very well. Curley breaks the huddle at Loyola's 34. Once again, 2 wide receivers out left in the shotgun. Read option. Quarterback runs left. Stiff arms a man around the 36.
Gets to 30.
And gets about 3 yards down to around the 30. Oh, and what do we have here? I believe unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds. I believe that's what the call seems to be here, as it was thrown on the sideline. Yep, we have a personal foul on the defense. That'll give them 15 more and set up a 1st and 10, I believe, still in the red zone for Archbishop Curley. The ball still has not been moved yet.
Number 5 trying to plead his case.
Yep, there we go. Ball moving. Down to, I believe it will be the 15-yard line.
That should be a 15-yard penalty.
Yep. Setting up a 1st and 10 from the 15 for Archbishop Curley, right in the red zone. Break the huddle quickly. 2 out left.
Same formation.
Quarterback in the shotgun once again. 1 running back. Pat straight. Oh, through the hands on the sideline around the 8-yard line. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 once again from the 15. That would have been a tough catch to make even if he did come down with it, because I'm not sure if he would have been in bounds there. Curley huddles around the 20, breaks huddle, comes out in that same formation once again. 2 wide receivers out left in the shotgun. Play action. And, dropped around the 6-yard line. And then they'll set up a 3rd and 10 from the 15.
That's the first time I've seen Loyola get some pressure on the QB there.
Yep.
2 guys breaking through the line.
He had it in the hands, but unfortunately couldn't hang on to it, moving forward, coming back toward the ball.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 from the 15. They line up, same thing, 2 out left in the shotgun. Just sweep play to the left, and that is stopped for only about a yard on 3rd and 10. Alright, so we are moving into a 4th and 9 from the 14 as a field goal unit. Comes on. Ball being held around the 20-yard line, lining up for a, looks like, a 30-yard kick. Snap good, hold down, and it is good. Curley comes up 3-0. Just a reminder to the viewers, we are running off a phone hotspot internet, and you may experience dropouts or buffering in Wi-Fi, but we will continue to broadcast even through. As Curley takes a 3-0 lead up on Loyola. Pretty well sustained drive, going about 5.5 minutes. 5 minutes and 25 seconds to be exact. Running simple, compact formations with simple plays, simple RPOs, play actions. They moved down the field pretty well. Just they got stunted with a few tough drops in the red zone.
Once that field got shorter, it seemed like Loyola found a good defense to stop that same formation.
Yep. They've made good adjustments to stop them in the red zone that drive, as Curley, the kicking team, lines up at the 40 to kick this one away to Loyola with 6:35 left in the quarter. Kicker begins around the 30. There's the run up, and there's the boom.
Take it at the 10-yard line. Fair catch.
I'm not sure how the kickoffs work in high school, but I believe it just all starts at the 20, it seems. Or no. I'm not sure what the kickoff rule is for high school.
Maybe modifying that for safety.
Yeah, okay.
We believe that they are modifying the kickoff rules for safety reasons, and any fair catch will be put at the 20-yard line.
Yep, that's what it seems. Loyola seems pre-discussed the play on the sideline as they come out in the shotgun. One running back, 3 wide receivers outright. And seems as a tight end. We have
Flag.
a jump. It looked
False start.
like a false start. Yep, and we have a false start, backing them up 5. I saw a little flinch at the line, and then that caused Curley to flinch, and then they drew that flag. 2 wide receivers out left, 1 out right, 1 running back. Run up the middle. That is absolutely stuffed by Curley.
And he's going backwards.
Good job penetrating the line there. Puts them back 2 yards down to the 13. Faced with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 17 here from their own 13. Seems like Curley read that one right off the snap.
Yeah, they had lots of penetration coming through the line.
Yep.
They sent a lot of guys forward.
Loyola, 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 out to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. Seems to make adjustments to the line with the running back in the backfield. Play action.
Oh, here comes the blitzer.
Here comes the blitz. Scrambles out left. Throws one deep.
Oh, he's got him.
And it's dropped at the 40-yard line. Would have been a big play for Loyola. Gain of about 23. Turned into a drop. And that results in a 3rd and 17 from their own 13. That was great escapability by number 5 for Loyola. Rolling left, adjusting those hips to throw all the way, sort of somewhat across his body, back toward the middle, down toward the 40. But unfortunately, it was not completed. Unfortunately for Loyola, fortunately for Curley.
That scramble drill seemed to be a big point that Loyola was doing in the pregame.
Yep.
Working on that at length.
4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Personnel for this snap. Curley linebackers drop into coverage. Throws deep right.
Little bit of contact.
We have little bit of contact. Was there a flag thrown? Yes, there was. We have pass interference around the 35-yard line. It looked like there was definitely some contact on the sideline there. And they got him for it. That's a shot to the leg, especially on a down such as a 3rd and 17. It didn't look like he had much separation on him, but it looked like as he started to pick up speed around the 20-yard line, it seemed like he began to get a little bit of distance on him, and he may have began to hand play a little bit. So that gives them 1st down from the 28-yard line. Loyola's own 28-yard line. 3 wide receivers up to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the shotgun. Setting the blitz here, blitz in 5, read option.
Oh,
and he breaks through to the 40, down the 45, and slips around the 47-yard line. That read option play, they bid on the running back, and he just took it right through that big hole in the line for a big gain of around 25. No, excuse me, not 25, 15. Down to the 47. Gain of about 15, 20. Sets up a 1st down for Loyola at their own 47. Breaks the huddle. 3 wide receiver, 2 out right, 2 out left, 1 running back, quarterback in the shotgun. Blitzing 4, swings out to the running back on the left, and big gain on the left side, goes out around the 36-yard line, setting up a first down on the Curley around 36-yard line. Big gain on that play. Gain of
Starting off
around.
early here in this first quarter, both offenses look like they can run up the field pretty quickly.
Yep, gain of about 15 on that one. And just a simple swing out to running back, but it didn't look like anybody was anywhere near him. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Out of the shotgun once again. Play action.
Looking
Throws deep left. And it's caught for the touchdown. Flag thrown at the 10. I believe
That's
it
gonna
will
be a pass interference.
Yep, I believe it'll be a defensive pass interference as he was turned around, making contact with the receiver without looking directly directly at the football. So
that was a very impressive catch.
Yep, definitely. He was being pushed back.
Pushed backwards and grabs it around the defender.
Yep, he had to come sort of in front of the defender. He had to catch it in front of the defender. That penalty will be declined. Result of the play, a touchdown. So, a drive that seemed to be very stunted for Loyola at the beginning, facing a 3rd and 17. They draw a pass interference on 3rd and 17 at the 28-yard line, and from there they just move it well. Combination, I think it was mostly passes on this drive, but they had a read option that set them up with a gain of about 18, and that just helps start to sustain the drive. Loyola lines up for the extra point. The rest discussing. I'm not sure what there is to discuss here.
Just a disclaimer to our viewers, if you hear voices behind us, the assistant coaches and coordinators are behind us, and they are talking to their players, and you may hear them in our broadcast.
Alright, Loyola blockers going down. The kicker for Loyola, number 30, I believe. Lining up for the extra point, the PAT. Snap good, hold down, and it's blocked! No good. It is blocked by Curley, and that'll keep it a 3-point game. It seems like it was a very low trajectory kick.
It didn't look like Curley did anything
special
to block
looked
that.
like he just kicked it right into the line. Didn't get much trajectory on that kick.
So Loyola will kick off with a 3-point lead.
Just looked like he very low line and kicked it. Just didn't get off the ground. Only was looked about 3 or 4 feet off the ground when it hit the line. That's about 4 or 5 yards in front of him.
There was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty
On
and
Curley,
the kick
and
will be taken from the Curley 45.
Yep.
So this will be a very short kick. I wouldn't be surprised to see some trickeration
Possibly.
of an onside kick or squib kick or something.
Especially with not much yardage to lose. There's not much of a difference between getting the ball at the 30 than the 20. Especially, well, if you get the chance of recovering it. But I doubt they'll do anything here. Just try to pin them back. Yep, kick out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Curley's offense jogs back out on the field.
You know, I wouldn't think it was such a bad idea to kick like a onside kick or a squib.
Yep.
Like you said, not much
Yardage
to lose if they would get it. And it did look like Curley had their main hands team out there. And
Alright, Curley takes it from
can't
the
complain
20.
from 20.
2 wide receivers out left, out of the shotgun. 1 running back in the backfield. Run out the middle, get some penetration through line, and he swung down around the 26, 27 yard line for a gain of 6 or 7, setting up a 2nd and short for Curley. Ball officially placed at the 26 and a half. So it'll set up a 2nd and 4 for Curley. Gain of about 6 on that play. Once again, 2 wide receivers out left, out of the shotgun. 1 running back in the backfield. Tight end motions left. Play action. Quick over the middle. Tipped up and picked off by Loyola. He tried to hit a quick slant route on that play action. It got tipped at the line, and it was intercepted by a diving cornerback around the 30-yard line.
Person on defensive line was able to get his hand up there in time to stop that slant route.
He tried to hit that quick slant. Didn't work out in their favor. Got tipped at the line. Whenever those tip balls go up, it's never good, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there in the air for so long with so many people near it. Something bad's bound to happen. Loyola with 3 wide receivers out left, 1 out right.
Seems like they're passing again.
I don't know, they ran out of this formation a good bit. But yes, pass coming. Screen pass to the right. And good tackle there. Way to hold on that leg. Tackled around the 26-yard line, resulting in only a gain of 3. If he broke out of that tackle, or that tackle was never...
He could have gone all the way.
If that tackle,
he had blockers in front of him.
He had big wall of blockers in front of him, and if he didn't stick that tackle, he may have been running for a little bit longer than he did. I believe it sets up a 2nd and around 6 for Loyola from Curley's 26. Bubble screen left. Oh, good hit at the 25.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, right about the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1. Big hit by one of the corners rushing in to penetrate through the blockers on that bubble screen. That'll set up a 3rd and 5 from the 25. I think this may be for, I'm not too sure about high school football, but it seems like this may be 4 down territory.
Yeah, I think so. Although I saw that kicker in pregame, he was making things
he was definitely drilling.
He was kicking the ball from the 35-yard line and making it with ease.
2 wide receivers out right. They're in the pistol. No, excuse me, that is a tight end motioned out to the right. Rolls right, little curl out. Throws a corner, and it's caught by number 9 at the 10-yard line. Breaks a tackle at the 10. Spins around him, and he is in for a touchdown. Second passing touchdown of the day as Loyola jumps out to a 12-3 lead pending the PAT, which would make it 13. Very good pass, hitting him out to the corner while rolling right.
Seemed like a design bootleg.
Yep, definitely. Spun a tackler at the 10.
And I think that cornerback came in from what looked like to be a man. Kick is up. It's good. Seemed like he was in a man defense and kind of ran up too deep.
PAT is good, but we have a false start on the play, so Loyola will have to line back up to attempt this one again. Loyola now lines up from the, I believe it's the 5, and they backed up to the 10 on that false start. Kicker down at about the 15-yard line. Lining up for the PAT here. Snap is good. Low snap though. Hold is down, and the extra point is no good. 2 missed extra points on the day.
The door open for Curley.
Yeah, it was a bit of a low snap on that PAT.
Yeah, it seemed like
resulted in a tough hold. He may not have been able to get the laces out, and resulting in a tough kick. Low snap, and that false start backed them up also after they made their first kick. So now, what going back out is the Loyola kicker lining up to kick from the 40 to kick it down to Curley's receiving team. Boots this one away. Low lining kick. And it will be taken at the 20-yard line. Curley huddles around the 15 once again to start this drive.
Like we said before, I believe that every kick is taken from the 20-yard line, but fans of Curley begging for their return man to take it out.
Yep.
Seemed like a returnable kick. Jet sweep.
Hit quickly down back to line of scrimmage. Curley huddles up back around the 15. And I believe
that will be the end of the first quarter. Between quarters, we will have to drop our signal for a quick minute, but we will be returning. Please stay tuned. Back everybody to Archbishop Curley, where we just had our first play of the second quarter. That was a jet sweep for a gain of 10 and moves the sticks. Curley lined up, wide receiver in motion, hands off to a running back. Gains about, pushes ahead and gets about 6 yards. Ref spotting him at the 4-yard gain. So then now it will be a 2nd and 6. We have a new man with me. Please introduce yourself.
How you doing? I'm Carlo Norwood.
And he will be with me for the second quarter and with Nick in the third. Here's a run for, looks like a gain of 2. And it will bring up 3rd and 4. Need a 4-yard gain to get the first down. Play action. Here comes the rush, and he's taken down.
For a loss.
He was hit for a lot of yards back.
That passing game has just not been good today.
No, Loyola's been getting whatever they want past the line. They got to guard up, and it looks like it'll bring their punty team out. And there's a flag. This may be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
But on which side?
I believe it's at Curley talking to the Loyola coach. he picks up the flag, so there will be no penalty. Wait a minute. Yep, no penalty. And it looks like it was tipped at the line. The kick is going to go backwards. I touched the ball. And they touch it down at about the 42-yard line of Curley. So, Carlo, what did you think of the defense for Curley and or the offense from Loyola in that first quarter?
Man, I think about the offense of Loyola, that passing game is what's got them that 12 points. That passing game is amazing.
Yeah, they're throwing the ball a lot, but if it would be in Curley's benefit if they started running the football a little bit more, because that quarterback's being elusive and running, finding open places, and then waiting for his receivers to get open.
Yes, and our running back is really good. He's been playing good all game today.
Yes, they gotta feed him the ball a little bit more. So Loyola's gonna get the ball at the 42-yard line. QB under center, hands it off, and their running back's gonna find a seam and get down to about the 34-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 2 for Loyola.
And not just their wide receivers are elusive, but also their running back.
Their running back found a small seam. Curley's defensive line seemed like it had most of the holes gapped up, but
Found a way.
looks like it's a pistol formation. 2 wide receivers out. He's going to run a play action, looking for his wide receiver again. It's knocked away by Curley's cornerback. That was a great play. Coming in from behind on the curl route, and that will bring up a 3rd and 2. That was about the same play that Loyola scored their 2nd touchdown on.
I think the reason they scored the first time was because of the defense was not exactly in the right place.
Yeah, you could hear that they were confused up until the snap. They were trying to align themselves, and Loyola snapped it and caught them off guard. Two wide receivers out, fullback and running back. QB under center. Oh, here comes the blitz. And the quarterback finds another way, and he's going to run out of bounds. And that will bring up a 4th. That's a loss of about 5. And it will be a 4th and 7. Looks like their punting team is coming out.
Also, if I may add, Loyola's kicking.
Loyola's kicker is very... We saw their kicker. You might not have thought it with the 2 blocked field goals, but Loyola's kicker has been very accurate from deep range. And it looks like they're bringing the quarterback back out. They're gonna go for this 4th and 7.
I guess sometimes you just gotta take chances.
You're on your side. You're on the other team's side of the field, so that's good. And it's a timeout. Curley. Curley didn't like their defense on the line. Defense alignment out there.
I think they need to change from man to man because one of our corners is small and their wide receivers are really tall.
Yeah, I would maybe try going with the zone if they're going to keep passing and running curls and comebacks, because that zone defense you're not playing man trying to run with the guy, stop the deep route, so that zone will stop those plays. That's what Loyola has made their living on this game.
Seriously, if they shake one person, then they clear the whole way past the field.
Quarterback coming out there.
They got two wide receivers on the outside.
Three wide receiver. There are four receivers, two on each side of quarterback. Running back next to him. He drops back. Quick drop back. Here's the throw. And it's no good. There seemed like some contact, and there's the flag. That flag was thrown, and I don't think that was a catchable ball, but neither of the Curley fans or coaches. Big reaction from each sideline. One good, one bad.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even see any contact.
No. And they're going to move the chains, and it is going to be a pass interference call. The reaction from the Curley coaches and sideline.
They are
They
not
were
liking
not
it.
happy. It didn't seem like it was a catchable ball, but it seemed like the quarterback underthrew that a little bit. But
It doesn't seem like
now
it
they're
was the
going to try to
defense
make up
fault.
for it. Here comes the rush, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. That was a very nice play by the inside corner, sticking them on that quick slant route. Here comes a blitzer, and he knocks the running back down on the run play, and it looks like it's only going to be a gain of 1, and it will bring up 3rd and 9.
Curly defense is starting to step up.
Yeah, they're starting to close up those running lanes, and their cornerbacks are finally finding their feet and stopping some of these quick passes. Three wide receivers out right, one to the left. Play action, here comes the rush, the quarterback being elusive, and it's no good. Knocked away. And it will bring up 4th down. And I think we're going to see the kicker here for a deep field goal. Deep in terms of high school. No, the quarterback is coming back out there again. They're going to go for it for a second time this drive.
I think the reason they don't bring that kick out is because they know they'll make the kick.
Yeah,
They're pretty confident.
they think their offense could stop. They think their offense could get 9 yards here on this one play.
We will
And
see.
get the first down. Here comes the rush again. Quarterback's hit, and it's incomplete. And Curley will get the ball on a turnover on downs. That may have swayed the momentum towards Curley. There, Loyola's sideline looking defeated. Curley's sideline all of a sudden gets hyped up. Wide receiver in motion. It's a jet sweep. He's got it in the lane. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty. It looks like there might be a block in the back or a holding penalty. The
refs.
reaction immediately from the Curley sideline, the Curley fans.
Curley fans are,
Block in the back offense. That will move them back.
the Curley fans are not liking the refs today.
No, they are not. That's the fourth penalty that has negated a good play by Curley. And now Curley will be backed up at their own 10-yard line.
Wow. They're in a dangerous zone right now.
And it looks like it will be about first and 23 from their own 10. Oh, looking deep. Deep ball. Oh, pass interference. There's the flag. It's going to be pass interference. It seemed pass interference on the defense, and Curley's going to get the ball there. I'm sorry to all the viewers, it's not a spot penalty. It's only a 15-yard penalty. And it will be a first and 8 from their 25-yard line. Hand off to their running back. He's had a day today, and he's going to get about a 3 or 4 yard gain. That will bring up a second and 5. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a loss. No, gain of 1. That bring up third down at about 4. Quarterback rolling out, and it's dropped by the offensive wide receiver for Curley. And that will bring up fourth down on their side of the field, and that probably means the punter's coming out. Loyola's defense seemed to stop Curley pretty well there, if it wasn't for the pass interference.
The quarterback's passes are coming off. It's just the wide receivers are not catching the ball.
Multiple times that quarterback is throwing the ball, and you can hear it from the coaches.
And they're not just regular passes, they're important.
And it looks like they might be going for this.
Taking a chance.
Going for it on their side of the field.
Will they make it?
I mean, Loyola got the ball here last thing and didn't score. And there's going to be a flag on a delay of game penalty.
Oh, man.
And delay a game. No, Curley got the timeout off first. So Curley has gotten their timeout off.
Right in the nick of time.
And now it seems like the punting unit might come on. thought about it and decided that they were gonna just punt it away. Last punt got blocked. Let's see what this punt holds. Here's a snap, bad snap! And he gets it off, but it seems like it was tipped again at the line. And that ball's gonna give a Curley roll, and it's gonna be downed at the Loyola 38. I think that was a pretty good punt due to the snap. Based on what the snap was, it seemed like that would have been a broken play. The rush is coming again. No wide receivers open, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Curley's defensive line getting to the QB very often today. Audible's called out from the defense. Oh, and Loyola drops the football. He was wide open. That could have been a big play. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 from where they start. I don't know. It seemed and sounded like that Curley was in the middle of changing their play when that ball was snapped. That could have led to a bad thing. That receiver was open, but luckily for Curley, ball goes to the ground. Timeout by Loyola. That would be their first timeout of the first half. A few quick announcements. Curley has been one of the few schools to go back into a hybrid schedule. Starting in the second quarter on November 9th, schools will be going to full days while still in the hybrid schedule, but staying from 7:30 to 2:50. It will be a full day of school. Read that one. In the community prayer during the games, during school days, seniors are leading their competitions. We'll say the rest of the announcements next downtime or at halftime. Stay tuned. Loyola 3rd and 10. Rush to the quarterback. Open pass. And it's caught at the 49-yard line of Curley.
They need to learn how to stop the
It's that
throwing
same
game.
play. It's the comeback. It's the comeback play by that corner wide receiver. Curley's trying to say that ball might have hit the ground. But the refs say it was a catch.
I think the problem is Curley keeps trying to blitz Loyola, but Loyola isn't on the running game this whole game.
There might have been a penalty or something because that ball got moved up 15 yards. They're gonna call. They say it was a roughing the passer penalty. So that will be a 1st and 10 from now Curley's 34-yard line. Wide receiver in motion. Running play and he's swallowed up. Going back 3 yards, and that will lead to a 2nd and 13. Curley was not fooled on that play. Running play. Pitch play is swallowed up again. Only a gain of 1. Or maybe 2. And that will bring up a 3rd and long.
Now it makes sense why they're only doing throws this game, really.
Yeah, the Loyola running game has been swallowed up every time by Curley. I would expect to see a passing play here. Lots of linemen set up on this field. Only 2 wide receivers. Maybe we'll see a tight end screen or something. Play action. Here comes the rush. Good blocks by Loyola. Here comes the pass, and it's no good. And there's a flag on the play. Flag at the 15-yard line of Curley. And it looks like it's going to go against Loyola. Ref signaling that way. Offensive pass interference just declined. And it will lead to a 4th down and 11. And here comes the quarterback again. They're going to go for it for a 2nd time. A 3rd time. The 2nd straight drive, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Last time they did not convert. Let's see what can happen this time. You can almost guarantee it's going to be a passing play. I wouldn't be surprised to see another one of those curl routes or comebacks. They're switching. Oh, here comes the blitz. He dropped back about 25 yards. The blitz is still coming at him. And whistles are blown, and the Curley's going to get the football. And Curley's going to get the football on Loyola's 45-yard line. That was a good play all around. Here comes the snap. Read option. I think it would have been a better idea to hand that one off. Seemed like nobody was over there. But that will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. A handoff, and that's going to be swallowed up for a loss of 1. And it will bring up 3rd and 11. That's one of the few times that the Curley running back has been taken down. behind the line of scrimmage.
Loyola starting to notice that they just gonna keep running it.
Yeah, I would expect to see a pass play here, but the way Curley's been running it, maybe they're no. He designed bootleg, and that was a short pass, and it would be incomplete. Even if he caught that, that wasn't going to get you 11 yards. I don't think. I
Cur-
don't think that was the play called due on 3rd and long. Let's see what they're going to do here. Keep the offense out there. Or
I
bring
think
the
that
punter.
I think that best bet is just to punt it.
Their defense has been stopping them really well. This quarterback doesn't feel safe in the pocket for Loyola. But they're going to go for it here on 4th and 11. Design bootleg again. He's looking deep. Here comes the court. And it's another drop by Curley. And Curley's pointing towards their side of field. And so roughing the passer call on Loyola, and Curley's going to keep the football. That was a mistake by Loyola. I know you're trying to get that quarterback down, trying to hit him, but if you're that close to the sideline, just angle him out. Makes a tough throw off his back foot. Here we go. Passing play. He's open. Did he get his foot in? He did. It's a catch. Down at the 19-yard line. That was an impressive catch there right on the sideline. Here comes the snap. Another bootleg play, this time to the left side, and he's going to take off. And he's going to get almost to the first down there. Seems like they're spotting him 3 yards short, and it's going to be a 2nd and short.
Our quarterback is elusive.
That's the first time I've seen him take off today. Both quarterbacks can run the football very well. First time I've seen him scramble out of the pocket and take off. He's run a few read options, but that's the first big run.
But is it really safe for him to keep trying to do that though? Because Loyola is on them. They want their quarterback bad.
Yeah, they have, especially on those read options there, and seems like there might be a holding or blocking the back penalty because that ball went backwards. So it's 2nd down. But yeah, if you can get out of bounds, I think you're okay. So running with the quarterback. But Loyola's all over him. And here's a run play, and they're all over that one too. And that will be back at the original line of scrimmage, but now it is 3rd down. Timeout Curley. That's their last time out of the half. With 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining.
Announcement. During halftime, we will take a break, but we will be back right before the start of the 3rd quarter.
Stay tuned. Third down and 10 from the Curley 19, from the Loyola 19. Play action. Here comes the rush. He's running around. And the whistle's blown. Curley's calling out for their field goal kicker. This would be a pretty good kick. This kicker is very skilled. I believe this is his first ever varsity football game. And there's a timeout. They're going to ice the kicker, I think, from Loyola. Attention, everybody. Would you help out? Would you help put AC into AC? Curley is in the final stages of their $7 million capital campaign to refurbish the academic building, including the installation of air conditioning in the classrooms. We are currently at 85% of our goal, and we really need you to help to push us over the top. More information on the campaign can be found through the link on the home page of the school website. Go to www.archbishopcurley.org. Here comes the field goal kicker. Here's the snap. Good hold. The kick is up, and there's a flag. The kick is good. Flag on the play. The kick is just good. Just had the leg on it. Let's see what the penalty is. Personal foul. Are they going to accept it? And they're going to say it's enforced on the kickoff. Curley wants it to be a first down. And I believe it will be. I think it's a first down for Curley.
I think so too.
The referees are talking. They think it should be, some referees think it should be enforced on the kickoff. Curley with no timeouts and 15 seconds left. You probably have time for one more pass play and then a field goal. Curley lining up at their at Loyola's 10-yard line. Let's see what they do here. I expect a pass play with no more timeouts. I don't think they want to run the football. Here's a pass to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Curley. That will make the score 9-12. Field goal, extra point will make it 10-12. All the wide receivers were heading that way. You already knew that they were going to pass it that way. And at the end of the half, 10 seconds left, it will be 9-12, pending the extra point. Here's the snap, the kick, and it's good. Good by plenty, and it's 10-12. Loyola.
It's a close game now.
This game is close. There's going to be 10 seconds left. I would expect them to just do some type of squib kick or something that can prevent a return. What an electric play from Curley right to end the half. We're just going to settle for 3 points, but a personal foul and a field goal attempt for Loyola gives Curley their chance at the 10-yard line, and they convert. Here's a kick. It's a high, booming kick. And it's going to be caught, and it's going to be the touchback. 7 seconds remaining. The ball will be placed at Loyola's 20. I expect to just see a knee here. Or maybe we can see how good this Loyola quarterback's arm is.
I kind of want to see if they would kick it from that far.
Hey, who knows? They'll kick. If this quarterback get the ball to a 40-yard line, get out of bounds. Loyola's got 2 timeouts still, too. You might be able to see the kicker if they get down the field quick enough. Let's see what they're...
Let's see what they can do.
They've been passing the ball very effectively. They're not in D formation. They look like they're going to run a play. 3 wide receivers out left, 1 to the right. Running back in motion. It's a screen pass. And it's going to be the end of the half as he goes down out of bounds. And at half, it is Curley 10, Loyola 12. Loyola will receive the ball in the second half.
And congratulations to the 2020 Curley Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. Number 1, Kyle Hartzell, class of '03 in lacrosse and soccer. Number 2, Brian Hubbard, class of '98, basketball. Ed Jackson, class of '84, lacrosse and cross country. Bob Jones, class of '78, baseball and basketball. Kenny Miller, class of '85 in wrestling. And former head football coach Sean Murphy. Due to the pandemic, the 6 will be officially inducted at Homecoming 2021.
During halftime, we will take a brief break, but we will be back right before the start of the third quarter. Please stay tuned.
Alright, welcome back, guys. Halftime will stop momentarily, and the second half will begin momentarily. The time on the scoreboard has been reset. Teams have began to warm up slightly again to get ready for the second half. I'm Nicholas Plinsky. You want to introduce yourself again?
And I'm Carlo Norwood,
I'm a freshman here, first year.
and I'm a
As Yep, go
oh,
for
go
it.
ahead. And I'm a senior last year.
Curley and Loyola both partaking in short stretches here, line stretches, as they begin to prepare for the second half of this tight game. It's definitely been more of a defensive game. Both of Loyola's touchdowns came earlier, and then Curry's defense seemed to make many good adjustments to begin to stop their offense. And I noticed Curly, most of their pass plays have been rolling out. I wonder if they're going to switch their play style, and I wonder if Loyola will be able to adjust their rollout quarterback style. That touchdown, it seemed like that entire 2 minute drill was on rollout pass plays, and it ended on a beautiful pass to the corner, little jump ball, back shoulder toward the corner of the end zone to put Curly within two. It was a well sustained drive right at the end of the half.
I feel like the second quarter, Loyola was a little tired. Like they weren't playing like they did in the first quarter. So I feel like the third quarter, everyone's re-energized, and we're going to see what really happens.
This half, we have a running clock, no clock stoppage at any point, I believe. And yeah, it definitely seemed like the Loyola was getting tired as the game kept going on, and Curly was able to capitalize on it.
Hmm. The game's just about. Curly still stretching, doing lung stretches.
Second half will be underway momentarily. The halftime timer on the scoreboard has been reset to the quarter time. Very tight game moving in the second half, and I'm excited to see what the second half will bring. I believe Loyola will receive the ball to begin this half. At the beginning of the game, they deferred to Curley. Curley has definitely been that. That was a big mistake by Loyola on that field goal attempt. Big mistake to have a personal foul in that situation. Set Curley up with a first down and goal inside the 15, and they were able to easily capitalize on that with that touchdown.
Sometimes little mistakes turn into big mistakes
Yep.
in the oncoming game.
The Friars have had a few unfortunate calls against them, few pass interferences that seemed a bit slight, but that's just part of the game. And they were able to bend but don't break for the most part, only giving up 12 points in this first half when many more points could have been scored by Loyola. They had not a bunch, but a few fourth down stops that were very key to the momentum shift in this game. Both the Curly defense and offense have looked mostly fluent. Looks like there have been a few defensive miscues. A few times last half there seemed to be an unaccounted receiver, but it seems like they adjusted and fixed those problems quickly, and they were able to keep it a tight game here.
I wonder if Curly adjusted their defense to the passing game.
Yep, they could have, because it seemed like they were definitely in better coverage schemes to stop what Loyola was doing.
Because Loyola's just going in a shotgun position.
Yep.
No running back in the backfield at all.
Yeah, they like to split out everybody wide a lot, and they're running a lot of four wide receiver personnel.
A lot of jet sweep formations
Yeah,
have been here
definitely.
today too.
There have been a lot of sweep plays, wide receivers, read options, inside runs.
Wildcat.
hmm Definitely some interesting personnels have been run by Curley, and that's why I said to AJ at the beginning of the game, I know that Curley likes to run a few quickly designed sweep plays, read options, and that's definitely what they've come out in, and that's what's been working for them. They've been coming out of that at the beginning of the game, earlier in the first quarter. They came out a lot in two wide receiver, quarterback in the shotgun, with one running back, and I believe two tight ends on the line. And they were running a lot of play action out of that, RPO out of that, or they were just straight up running out of that. But then I believe after that tipped interception happened, it seemed like they were moving into a lot different personnels, and it's definitely been working out better. So for example, in this goal line, on that goal line drive, after the personal foul in the field goal, they ran a lot of bootleg with the quarterback rolling out, and it helped sustain that drive definitely. As Loyola's receiving team moves out on the field, and Curley's kicking team comes back out on the field to begin the second half play in a 10-12 Loyola leading game.
Well, they're just about to start up the kickoff.
Yep. Loyola defense has been pretty steady, but it seems like they definitely, yeah, as you said earlier, they've both the offense and defense seem like they slowed down a little bit after the first quarter, and maybe they used this halftime to sort of recoup and gain their momentum back. But Curley seems strong coming out of that second half, and I feel like they have the momentum right now with that late half touchdown, even with Loyola receiving the ball to begin the second half. Here's the whistle, here's the run up, and here's the kick as the second half of this 2-point game begins. Loyola will begin once again with the ball on the 20-yard line to start this drive. There are also a few key drops on both sides by wide receivers in this game that could have been big plays. That Loyola first drive, they scored regardless, but they had that big, maybe 30, 40-yard pass down to around the 40, 50 that was dropped on a sliding attempt. And there have been a few other miscues, but it's been mostly a clean game as Loyola offense moves out to the 20-yard line after pre-discussing the play on the sideline. They line up, one wide receiver left, two out right, quarterback in the shotgun, one back. Curley has two safeties, a switch now, seems like a man. Read it. Oh, no. Yep, read option. And the running back breaks free out to the 35-yard line, then pushed a few extra yards by the lineman to get down to about the 36. And that'll set up a 1st and 10 from the 36.
Loyola might have some tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah, that's what it seems. I got freaked out on that when the quarterback came into a
too.
tuck. He came into a tuck like he was protecting the ball. And then next thing you know, everything's moving toward the left. And then I realized.
I started wondering, like, why is no one chasing the
Yeah.
ball?
One out left, two out right. Shotgun formation. Tight end motions right. Tight end motions back over. Sweep play. And he gets ahead of steam. Another first down. Another well-sustained run.
See?
Down to about the 46 of Curley.
That's what I was talking about. I knew the second quarter that they were tired. See, now that they re-energized, they back at it. Now let's see if Curley can keep that momentum that they had in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's definitely what it seems like. They may have. Was there a penalty caught on this? It seems like it, as the Loyola offense is moving back. Yeah, there's a holding on the offense, negating that well-sustained run. And they will move back to a 1st and 20.
Well, I know that stopped the momentum.
Yep,
Just a little.
that definitely hurts. Actually, I do not believe it is a first and 20. I think it is. I'm not sure, but ball is placed on the 25-yard line of 35-yard line of Loyola, as they hope to regain a bit of what they just lost on that holding call.
It's about a first and 12.
It looks just about. Yep, that looks correct. Tight end behind right tackle. Motion receiver left. It's a sweep play, but flipped. It looks like they're going to get another holding on Loyola as the flag is down at the 34-yard line. And yes, it is again another holding call. These holding calls, two consecutive, have negated two 10-plus yard gains for Loyola. They're really shooting themselves in the leg right now. I believe it was literally the exact same play design, but to the close sideline. Ran it the first time toward the Loyola sideline, second time toward the Curley sideline. Same result, 10-plus yard gain, negated by a holding call once again. And that'll back them up even more to a first. Now we have a first and 22 from the 24-yard line. The line to gain is the 46-yard line as two straight holdings push Loyola back deeper into their own territory. Two wide receivers out left, one out right, quarterback in the shotgun. Curley blitzes around 5, read option, and that is bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. That was a great job getting through the line by the Curley linebackers, and they were easily able to stop that read option. I believe there is no gain on the play, and that will bring up a second and long once again.
Loyola trying to get out of the passing game and try a different approach.
Yeah, they were passing a good bit in the first half, and now they come out and they start running 3 straight plays, or 4 straight plays, 2 negated by holding, and they're set up with the second and 22. I definitely expect a pass here. They rush 5, quarterback rolls left, comeback route, and it's underthrown, incomplete, setting up a third and 22. Good coverage as the cornerback was mostly blanketed on the wide receiver, and there's not a big frame to put that because he was right on him. Sort of looked like he may have expected that comeback route. That's definitely what they've run a lot this game. Loyola lines up for a third and 24 on this play. 2 wide receivers out right, 2 out left. Motion left, 3 on the left. He throws deep right side, and it's incomplete. The defensive back seemed to hit it out as it hit the receiver's hands. Good defense on that play to set up a punting situation for Loyola back deep in their own territory. This could definitely set up good field position for Curley. Exactly what they needed out of the first Loyola drive of this half. They need to be strong defensively, force a 3 and out ideally. Wasn't a 3 and out, but after they had 1 big run play, 2 holding calls, and then very short punt, hits down at about the 48 of Loyola, and he lets it roll down to 26.
It's crazy because the punt wasn't very far, but that roll was a
That
cool
was
30 yards.
A questionable decision to let that roll, as it cost them, I'd say, about 10-15 yards extra back in their own territory as the Curley offense comes out. Down to 6 minutes and 30 seconds in the second half, in the first quarter of the second half, as we have a full running clock, unless of a injury timeout or a timeout, I believe. Curley breaks the huddle. They're starting this at their own 26-yard line. First and 10. This is that same formation that came out early in the first quarter. Two wide receivers out left in the shotgun, one running back. Straight run to the right, and he breaks a tackle, and he's down to about the 32-yard line for a gain of about 6 on that play. He got through that line pretty well, swept to the outside, and got a good gain of about, it seems, 5 or 6 yards.
You know, that's all you really need. You do 5 or 6 yards. To do that twice, and that's a first down. You keep doing that, and that's a touchdown.
Yep. Just keep moving the ball down the field slowly. Same formation, 2 tight end. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 out left. Read option. Quarterback keeps. Bounces to the outside. Play whistle dead. That will set up a third down, I believe, at the 27-yard line. Line to gain is the Curley 36. Set with a 3rd and 9, I believe, here.
Can they convert it?
2 tight ends right, 2 wide receivers out left in the shotgun with one running back. Play action. Rolls right. Many blitzers coming. Hit as he throws. And that is an incomplete pass on 3rd and 9.
They're probably going to punt it. Oh,
Yep.
That's not the starting quarterback. That's why. The starting quarterback is right there.
Huh.
That's why he was acting like that. Like, it was a
Yeah,
little weird
yeah,
that he
that
was
was-
running so much like that. So
Maybe just because this is really not much. It's a scrimmage game somewhat. Maybe they're trying to get reps for different people. As that sets up a punt situation. Low snap, bounces, gets a punt off, and it's a nice punt down to the Loyola 44-yard line. Good recovery on that punt as another bounce snap comes, but he both times was able to get it off and sort of get it down there a little bit as the Curley defense comes back out. Loyola will start on their own 45-yard line. The Loyola offense seems to be converging on their far sideline, discussing what play they want to run, first play of this drive, and maybe a sequence of plays they want to run on this drive. The referees seem to be telling them that they should be discussing their play on the field as Loyola begins with the ball on their own 45-yard line. 1 wide receiver out right, 2 out left, 2 tight ends, quarterback in the shotgun. Read option, running back up the middle. Drags a guy for about 3 yards past the 50, down to about the 47, of Curley, setting up a 2nd and short, 2nd and 2, I believe.
You know, Loyola stopped throwing so much this quarter and just focused on the running game.
Yeah, that's definitely what it seems. They definitely came with more of a pass attack in the first half, and now they've ran the ball, except for on their 3rd and long play.
They're definitely up to something.
Yep, 2nd and 2 from Curley's 47. Quarterback making adjustments at the line. They're in the pistol, it seems, with the tight end. Nope, now he drops back in the shotgun with the tight end up. Read option. Oh, wow, and he trucks a man down past the 45, down to the 44. it seemed like the quarterback kept that, and just right at the last second, he let go of that. That once again caught me.
Wow, that was a good hit by Virgil.
Yep. But nonetheless, first down from the Curley 44-yard line as another run play turned out successful for Loyola. Now, from the 44 of Curley, they're set up with a 1st and 10, 2 tight ends, 3 receivers, quarterback in the shotgun with 1 back in the backfield. Running back motions left, and it's a switch, and it's intercepted as it was overthrown on a corner route on the outside, and Curley will take over around the 32-yard line of their own. Seemed like a bit of a weird play design as the running back motion left at the last second. They ran play action after that. He overthrew a receiver on the outside around the 30-yard line, and it was picked off by Curley.
That's why they always bullet the ball, because when
Yep.
they lob it up like that, quarterback didn't even see who he was throwing it to. He just knew he was throwing it to that side.
Yep. Curley constantly coming out in this formation with two tight ends, 2 receivers. Quarterback rolls left, throws to the sideline, and it's caught at the 42-yard line. And that will end the third quarter. We have a Loyola 12, Curley 10. Still a very tight 2-point game. Back here with the fourth quarter. I'm here back with AJ once again.
Hello again.
And we are still in this very tight Loyola 12, Curley 10 game. And Curley definitely just gained momentum on that interception. What have you thought about Curley's defense this quarter?
Curley's defense this quarter has been flawless. They've been giving up a few short gain runs, but their defensive line has been playing well all game, and the secondary finally came up with a big play.
Yep, after they had that one run on first down that gave them another first, they had 2 straight holding penalties, followed by another short run and an incompletion, forcing them to punt from deep in their own territory. Curley quickly goes 3 and out though, but the secondary comes up with a big play, intercepting the ball around the 30-yard line, and Curley will begin with the ball on their own. I believe it is the 30. Or no, yeah, they had that catch right on the sideline as the half ended. I believe they have their ball on their own 42-yard line
For a second down.
Yep, for a second down, and I think it's about a second down and medium.
Second down at about 8.
That's not right, is it? I don't know.
Here come the lineman on the ball. One receiver out
Very
right.
tight package.
Everybody.
For Curley.
This looks like it's a run play. Oh,
Right up the middle,
bad handoff, but
and
he
it's- yep,
controls
stuff.
it.
A very tight package at the line with only one wide receiver out wide and the rest tight end and one back in the backfield with the quarterback under shotgun. I'm pretty sure Loyola could have definitely expected run there.
Everybody in the world could have expected run there. They were trying to run it up the gut.
They stacked the line with all the big bodies, but it did not work out. Bring up a third down as the refs are discussing on the 40-yard line.
I think there might have been an official timeout because this is a rare time that the clock is being stopped.
Yeah.
Clock is running
Yep.
for safety precautions,
And just for the fact that
and
it's only
time
a
constraints,
scrimmage.
I believe.
Yep, time constraint. That's
So,
exactly it. As the refs split up, we will begin this fourth quarter play. Curley is faced with a third down and about 8. Seems like there may be another clock stoppage as the refs seem a bit confused.
we haven't played football in a while. Just like both
Yeah.
teams might be a little bit rusty,
Refs
the
might be
refs
a
might
little
be
bit
a little bit
rusty, yep.
rusty as well.
Haven't been out here for a while. Nobody has.
Refs trying to figure out what's going on.
Continue to converge around the 40-yard line in discussion.
This gives Curley a nice chance to think of a complex play that might be able to confuse Loyola and get them. Oh, and the refs were changing the spot of the ball. Now it is 3rd and 4.
They changed the chains, I think, because they had that first down catch.
That might be what happened.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what happened. That's what the confusion was. They had that first down catch and when the quarter began, they didn't
place it right.
Yep.
That is what happened.
This is the correct spot, I believe, setting up a 3rd and 4. I said to you at the beginning of this drive, they had that catch at the beginning. Where'd that go? And sure enough, they adjusted and everything.
Oh,
was
and it's
right.
2nd down now too.
Yep. I believe they negated the run.
Here comes
Run
a
up
run
the
again.
Middle, bounces to the outside, breaks a tackle, spins down to the 49, their own 49, and moves those chains. Setting up a 1st and 10 from their own 48 for Curley. That was a very nice run.
That running back has had his way in the first quarter,
Yep.
and starting this quarter, he's had his way.
He began his way up the middle and sort of bounced to the outside. Another run to the right. Finds a hole in the line. Big hit at the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. But nonetheless, still a gain of around 5, setting up a 2nd and medium. Curley with 2 lined up to the left, 2 tight ends, running back, and they're in the shotgun. A familiar formation that Curry's been running. Quarterback runs right, hands it off on a sweep to the left, and it only seems like they got about a yard on that one. Setting up, let's see, a 3rd and 4, I believe, from Loyola's 46-yard line.
Usually on 2nd and short, you might see some type of play action.
Yep.
Loyola probably thinking they were going to run the ball. I would have expected to see play action, maybe a deep shot downfield,
Yep.
but they want to keep
Wide
running
receiver
up the gut,
motions right.
feeding the hot hand.
Oh, and
it's fumbled!
On the snap. Their exchange, the snap was high. Then he attempted to quickly bring the ball down to sweep it to the wide receiver in motion, I believe. And the exchange was not clean, resulting in a fumbled football and recovered by Curley at the 50.
It's 4th down.
Seems like they are
Punting unit.
punting. Yep. Curley has had troubles with the long snaps to punt this game. And that's definitely a concern if I'm coaching right now.
Yeah,
That
2 or
snap
3
could-
times.
Yep.
Bouncing the ball in.
And it's been fortunate that he can recover it on the bounce. Let's see what happens here.
Again,
Another bounce
3rd
snap,
time.
and he gets it off.
Gets it off.
This punter's doing a great job with
Oh, and-
bad bounce.
Gives a Loyola bounce, and it's going to go all the way up to the 41.
Only about a 10-yard punt, as that would have been golden. But the spin on that hit around the 30-yard line and bounced back to around the 40. Curley defense comes back onto the field. Ball officially spotted at the 41-yard line. That is a 9-yard punt, ladies and gentlemen. Not necessarily the punter's fault. Another bad snap and a bad bounce.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, bad field position. Good field position for Loyola. Unfortunate event for Curley.
This is about the same spot that Loyola had the ball when they threw their...
Going the other way. Loyola lines up with 2 wide receivers, split out left and right. 2 tight ends. Play action. Rolls left. Comeback route. And good defense by the cornerback. I thought he was going to jump that for a second
Almost
and intercepted.
intercepted for a second time in 2 drives.
That was very close. Anytime you see the quarterback rolling out to his side, you can sort of figure that a comeback route's coming, because that's what their style's been all day. They roll the quarterback one way, and that wide receiver split out on that side.
And they always throw to that side too.
Yep.
If you see that as a linebacker, I would move over. I would slide over if you're playing a zone.
See, I just thought of some fancy play design they had. They roll everybody left, and then they keep a wide receiver over on the right, along with like 2 tight ends on the line on the right, and they swing it out some linemen and throw an opposite field screen pass that could definitely set up some space.
That would definitely set up some space. Here's a snap.
Play action, looks right,
Here
pressure
comes
coming.
the defensive line again.
And he is taken down on the safety precaution due to scrimmage, sacked around the 32, 33-yard line.
Quarterbacks are not getting tackled.
Yep.
They're just getting touched.
Loyola ball on the 37-yard line as that sack proves costly, backing them up 5 or so, setting up a second and long.
Third and long.
Excuse me.
I don't know how these defensive linemen do it. If I was coming at the quarterback and I'm ready to hit him, I could not contain myself to just touch him. It would be... Here comes the blitz again!
Another blitz. Comes up to the line, throws across his body, underthrown in between 2 receivers around the 40-yard line. Underthrown or overthrown, whichever way you want to look at it.
Curley secondary, finding their feet.
Yep, I assume he's looking for that crossing route around the 40-yard line, just underthrew him a little bit. And that's a tough throw there, especially because you're throwing across your body as well. As the Loyola punting unit comes out.
All game, I would give Curley's defensive line an A+. They are just continually getting right to the quarterback, and they are giving this offensive line so many troubles.
Yep,
you know that's in the back of your head late in the game in Loyola's coaches.
Yep, they're also stopping the run pretty well.
This seems like a strange formation for a punt.
Yeah, that's what they ran last time. Low snap. Only a few blocked. Everybody else ran forward. Fair catch called at the 25 and taken. Curley will begin at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. 8 minutes left in this tight 2-point game in the 4th quarter.
Curley needs to find a way to get the ball up the field and get into at least field goal range.
They need
a touchdown would be amazing, but you need to get 3 points here on the board. Coming away with nothing this late in the game will not get it done.
Yep, definitely agree.
And there's a flag and there's going to be a false start.
Looks like it. Looks like a tight end came in motion from left to right, and I believe that triggered the left tackle to jump early. That'll back Curley up 5, setting up a 1st and 15 now.
And that just comes with repetition.
Yep.
Some people don't know the football because of COVID-19. Football's only had about 3 weeks to practice.
Yeah, the hard count could be a trouble, especially
they haven't had their plays fully synced up.
Sweep run right, and he gets some separation, and he gets down to the 25-yard line for a 1st down. There was huge separation in the line. He cut right through that hole, and a good burst got him down to the 35-yard line for a 1st down on a 1st and 15.
He was staying behind that blocker. Right on his back.
It was a very well designed play. He swept right, and then the pooling left guard came in and blocked that hole as a lead blocker for him, Same design play, but this time it is
Oh.
bottled up, but he breaks a tackle, cuts back, but is tackled down at the 30 for a loss of 5 on 1st and 10. That's going to hurt you. Look like the same exact play design, essentially, except it got bottled up.
Yeah. Ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line.
Bring up a 2nd and 15 here.
6 minutes left to play in the game, about 6 minutes.
2 wide receivers out left, 2 tight ends, quarterback in the shotgun with 1 back lined up to the left of him. Play action. Quick flat, throws to the outside around the 30, and it is incomplete. Ball is a bit overthrown on the flat to the left. That'll bring up a 3rd and long, a 3rd and 15 for the Friars here. Because this has been a scrimmage, we've seen a few different quarterbacks and running backs this game.
Loyola's lose 2.
On both sides.
Curley's used 2.
Mm-hmm.
Curley's used an assortment of running
They bring
backs.
the blitz. They roll him left, and it's tipped at the line, trying to throw back out to the flat around the 30-yard line, and it was tipped around 23.
That's about the 3rd time, though, I've seen a 3rd and long, and they were throwing a pass at the line of scrimmage that wasn't a screen pass.
Yep.
Even if that wasn't tipped and he caught it,
That's not going
that
anywhere.
he wasn't going to get the
Mhm.
15 yards he needed to convert the first down. Curly punter out here. If I was a long snapper, I'd work on getting it high.
Yeah, definitely.
He's bounced it 3 times. See if he can fix it here. You're
Make
going
an
to need a good
adjustment.
kick. This kick
Yep.
gets blocked. Loyola's going to get in the red zone. He got it
Good
up to him
snap.
this time.
Almost blocked.
And I think it may have
Uh,
been. And that ball is going to go out at about the 43-yard line.
I don't know. It didn't seem like it changed path. It just seems like it was just a high kick.
Maybe the punter felt the pressure
Yep.
and shortened his leg up.
Uh-huh.
When you shorten your leg up, you get that ball much more high, but it goes nowhere.
There's a lot of penetration through that original line, and that was very close, if not maybe, close to being tipped. And that'll set Loyola up on Curley's 43-yard line.
4 minutes left to play. Curly's got to get a big stop very quickly here.
Yep.
If they
Especially
want to
with the
win.
running clock. Loyola offense comes out. We'll begin this drive on Curley's 43-yard line. Seems like 2 wide receivers out right. 2 tight ends with a back, and the quarterback under shotgun. Read option, sweeps it to the left, and he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage once again, as that play was bottled up. Did not seem to fool Curley on that read option. Second and 10 once again, as that play went nowhere. Once again from Curley's 43, quarterback runs in the huddle. Break the huddle. The personnel is 2 wide receivers outright. So 3 wide receivers. It seems 1 tight end. The quarterback is in the shotgun with the running back to his left.
Curly looks like they're in a blitz formation.
Motion right.
Oh, and there might have been off.
They sweep it right. Looks like there's room on the outside. Turns on the Jets, and he gets hit low around the 45-yard line. It seems like he went out of bounds around the 35-yard line. It seems like he went out of bounds around the 35 also, and that is where they were spotted.
Curly needs to stop here on this
Yep.
play.
They need
First
to
down
stop,
could
and then a quick something.
pin Curly down. Could seal the win for Loyola.
Yep. And there's
2 minutes left to play.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Ball is at the Curly 36. They need the 33, it looks like, for a first down. They sweep it right to the outside, and he gets the first down. Down to the 32-yard line, and that will give Loyola the first down, and that may be the football game.
Curley still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they use them.
I believe they may not, due to the fact that and there's a whistle, but that is to continue to wind the clock. Does not seem like Curley will use timeouts just because
They might think this might be over.
Yeah,
Let's see what Loyola does here. Loyola's still going to go out. They're not taking a knee.
Yeah.
They're going to look for their play.
2 wide receivers out left, 1 out right.
You can almost assume a run here.
Yep, most likely.
Fullback in motion.
Play action, rolls left. He's going to throw to the corner. And
Intercepted!
It's picked off! It's picked off at the 20-yard line. Now what does Curley do?
The clock is not stopping. Curley's got to hurry up the field.
I do not know if Curley will elect to take timeouts. Not much of a meaningful game. Yep, 1 play.
Curley's going to get 1 play.
20 seconds left on the clock as Curley will take 1 snap.
Play action.
Play action, throws deep to the outside, and that will be incomplete.
And that's going to seal the deal for
like,
Loyola.
Unless Curley elects to use a timeout, which they do not, that will be our ball game here. I think this definitely could have been a much different outcome with normal second half rules, but because of time constraint and the fact that this isn't a this is a scrimmage,
The
I do
final
not believe
final score to this game: Curley 10, Loyola 12.
Very defensive game. We hope all you guys had a fun time watching this.
I really do think that Curley's defense really stepped up today, especially their secondary in the second half of that game.
It was
really stepped it up.
Yeah, a big plus for the future, saying that Curley was able to get something going offensively and defensively. And with more time and regular rules, I definitely think they would have been much more sustained in terms of drives and defense.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. From Archbishop Curley, we will see you next game.